Oh, hello there, Aquarius. Thank you all for joining me at this moment in space and time for this, your mid April general reading. I hope you guys are all doing well in a place of abundance, joy, comfort, or even bliss, right? If we want to take it to up a notch. Aquarius, how have you guys been? April's been a busy month for all signs. Time is moving by at light speed. I'm just happy to be able to be here and read for you again. Subscribers might know that I'm up here at the big table. I used to read on the floor, but I've had to change my sanctuary up, and I thought maybe let's bring it up a notch. Let's get up to the big table and see how things go. All right, these are the messages for Aquarius. To reveal any stuck energies, provide healing energies, and hidden messages for Aquarius and people under the age of Aquarius. Thank you guys for all of your support and views and likes over the past little while. It's been amazing. All right, here you guys are, hard at work. Here you guys are, making your life your own, making your projects, putting your signature on things. Eight of Pentacles is a card of putting detail into our passions, our hobbies, even our work, right? You guys have been working hard. Like when I say April's been a busy month for you guys, to see this Eight of Pentacles in overall energies, you guys are like, no doubt, Charlie, no doubt about it. Tell me something I don't know. You guys are super busy, and that's fine. That's good, because you guys are well aware that hard work put forward today turns into reward and enlightenment in the future, or just be the joy of life, as it were. Okay? Sometimes with the Eight of Pentacles, there's a warning of watch for focus being too narrow. Watch out for workaholism. If that applies to your situation or your question, then yes, the message is relevant and the message is important. But to see this card in overall energy is actually very good. It's actually great, because you guys, whenever you put in work today, the benefit always comes through down the road. It might not be right tomorrow, it might not be next week, but you know how life can present things to you that are cyclical in nature. And anytime you're investing in yourself, investing in your career, investing in your workplace, and investing in your relationships through hard work, it always pays off in the end. So that's really good. I'm excited to see this Eight of Pentacles energy up here for you guys. Keep on keeping on, and we're on the right track, right? 8 is also a number to me of harmony, things, the melody, like it's a good number for music. I think it's like, isn't it like the whole note or the double note? I don't know. I'm not a musician, but anyways, it's good. It's good energy, good vibration, feeling. Bang! You guys got strength up in your overall grounding, not overall, in your grounding energy, in your root chakra energy. And this is why you guys have been able to truck along and put your best foot forward in all things, is because you guys on a mundane day-to-day level, 9 to 5 or 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., you guys are like working out, you guys are lifting things, you guys are like almost moving the proverbial mountain through your presence. People are taking notice of the beast that you are, right? They're like, wow, they just seem to accomplish so much in one day. They get so much done, and they get it done to perfection, to detail, right? And this is because of some inner strength coming through your root chakra. So the feeling is that some of you, in terms of your workout patterns, have been very disciplined, and you guys need a pat on the back, even if it comes from yourself. Congratulations. It's almost like you need a round of applause for something, I want to say. Some of you may have not been recognized to the fullest extent that you feel that your hard work may need to be recognized, but your inner strength is that which is like not causing you to be like sort of a jerk about it, or get what is the word, snooty, or conceited about it, right? You guys have been very good just to be patient and wait, because a lot of times when we look at strength outside of the physical domain, which, I mean, root chakra is the physical domain, so like I'm seeing like flexing of biceps, like Pilates, and like good stuff going on, right? But outside of that physical stuff, which, because the root is definitely our connection to the earth, our connection to nature as well. Strength comes in the form of patience. Like nature never forces anything. The trees are very patient with the prevailing winds and being able to adapt and being able to grow, right? Animals are very patient with their offspring and being able to like learn and being able to walk. So to see this strength card up, it's like you guys are exuding physical strength, and you're also being very patient to allow things and rewards to come your way. So very good so far. Let's see what's up in sacral for you guys. The Lovers? What? The Lovers. Okay. So this is connection through good sex. This is connection through physical contact, skin on skin. This is like love being expressed through the showing of your togetherness with someone. So this suggests to me that you might be like doing things for your partner. For Aquariuses that are in relationships, and it could be vice versa, but you're doing things for your partner. You're buying them gifts. You're showing them your affection through taking them out, through treating them. And it could be vice versa as well. Your lover could be like treating you. It could be your lover could be buying you things. And, you know, it just kind of like, and these are like things like lingerie or like going out to the opera so that, you know, the bass tenor really turns your crank and gets your juices flowing, so to speak, right? I won't make it too graphic, but the Lovers is definitely a card of like love and sex and passion and sensuality and understanding what partnerships are all about. So as we move through the full moon in Libra, if you and your partner are having any communication difficulties, the sense I have is to just say, just tell them shh, and then whip it out or start kissing and it will all be better, right? That sort of thing. Okay, Aquarius. Sorry, I didn't mean to make it too graphic, but again, you guys have some awesome cards coming up through the lower chakras. You guys are strong. You guys are in the right place. All right, now in the gut instinct, you may not be perceiving it as such. There may be a bit of an illusion going on that things are beyond your control or that things are slipping away from you. Maybe there needs to be a conversation that occurs to allow you to feel on top of your game again. And this could be in a career sense of a superior like telling you that you've done a good job or they are really appreciative of the work that you do for said company XYZ. Or if we're looking at this for in terms of a Lovers, what I said with that gut instinct of like if you guys are having some communication issues, if you're not perceiving that everything is going all right and then you just sort of hop in the sack again and you know, you get busy like bunnies again. And then the next time, it's almost like you're feeling like, oh my goodness, like it feels like this relationship might be moving too fast. It might be beyond my control. What is my partner's intentions, right? Wands really speaks to spirit and passions and things of that nature and the things we actually do. So to see this Seven of Wands reversed up in the gut instinct, this card is telling me that Aquarius, you need to trust in whatever is happening within you in regards to strength that's mirroring in the outside world. There's nothing going to come along that you can't handle, but you might be perceiving like maybe it's just been so busy that there's so much going on and that you guys do pay this such fine attention to details and completing project that you might feel like a little bit overwhelmed, but it's kind of unjustly so. Other signs actually would look up to you and say that person is doing an amazing job, where you're like, it's never good enough. It's not quite good enough. It's not quite where I want to be. But don't worry about that, okay? That's sort of the message here with this Seven of Wands. I just want a quick clarifier. What's Seven of Wands and solar plexus? Why is Seven of Wands and solar plexus? Bumps. Oh, okay, we got the lady. She's intuitively up there writing a book. What is she? She's like, she's writing, she's reading, she's pondering, she's looking into the future, and she's well aware of her accomplishments, but she wants to do more. So some of you maybe now are thinking that certain projects and certain relationships you may want to take a step back from so that you can feel a little bit more in control of the projects, of the situations, and of the things that you're passionate about that are more meaningful to you, okay? See here we got Ace of Spades from this Lenormand deck. Kind of, if we look at that traditionally in tarot, Ace of Spades is Ace of Swords, so new thoughts, right? A change of mental direction, which is clearly what she's doing here. She's got these things in front of her, but she's looking off that way, right? So maybe there is some risk here of if you guys are feeling overwhelmed, but you aren't getting on the ball in terms of getting your focus or directing your focus where you need to be, there is risk of you going too far in one particular direction, that things that you may not want to fall by the wayside will have fallen by the wayside, okay? And in regards to the relationship aspect of this reading, There could be a little bit of disillusionment. There could be what I was saying earlier, a little bit of like, we had great coitus, and now the next day comes around, and you're like wondering, well, what does my partner really think about me? When every time we go to talk about it, we just shush each other and hop back in the sack again, right? I don't know. And the feeling is that you guys are feeling that things is kind of beyond your grasp, beyond your control, and what you're willing to accept of being beyond your control, and what you like to have control over. All right, interesting. For the up in the solar plexus, and maybe the reason I just wanted to look at it so much is because so far in these awesome cards, it's been the only bit of a downer, and in the solar plexus, it's like always it comes back to issues of trust, issues of feeling good about a situation. Okay, up in the heart, 5 Pentacles reversed. All right, so some of you could be involved with relationships with earth signs, Tauruses, and Capricorns, and what's the other, Virgos, right? When I see this card up, it's a strange one to see in heart chakra, because normally like lack mentality or positive like material gains, the heart isn't really too concerned about that. The heart is more overwhelmed by, is the body feeling good? Is the vessel in good shape, right? Or are our relationships going well? To see 5 of Pentacles up in a heart chakra area is it's almost like you guys are welling up. You guys' hearts are filling up. You are, especially for the young listeners, I feel like you're quickly attaining all of the things in life that you kind of knew that you wanted from an early age. You guys are like putting the pieces of the puzzle together. Okay, maybe now you've got your car, you've got your first mortgage, or you've got the job that you finally already wanted, right? And now, you've got your hobbies on the side. You've got everything that you could ask for and more. Now the heart is saying, all right, it definitely ends on the material plane. There comes a point where we have to start looking at things spiritually. Some of you might have been sort of denying the heart spiritual expansion and spiritual growth, and emotional expansion and emotional growth, because you've felt comfortable in a relationship, in a job, in material acquisitions, things of that nature. And it's not bad energy. I don't want to feel like you guys, like I'm disciplining or dadding you to death with this 5 of Pentacles. What I'm showing here is like the heart is almost asking to say, okay, let's take a look at everything that's around us, and is it what we want? Is it fulfilling us? And if not, do we need to get back into community? Do we need to adjust our relationships, our friendship circles? Maybe do we need to start listening to our partner a little bit more in the subtle hints they've been giving us in regards to how we could just make improvements to change, well, not change, but to like make things better, as always, right? Okay, I think this clarify. These other chakras have been a little bit confusing. All right, we got the tree, the Merkaba, or this symbol here in the great oak tree, which is kind of like structure, a natural structure. And look at all the green coming through in this heart card, right, with the rainbow flowing through it. It's kind of like, yes, what is our personality type, and is it fitting in with what we want? Are we, in some situations, becoming our own worst enemy in terms of getting what we want, but then at the end of it, not really truly feeling fulfilled? Or are we just sort of going through the motions and living our life to a degree where we feel comfortable, but there's like an overtone maybe of some emotional sadness that's coming through, especially for Aquarians that are single. Now, for singles, this is definitely applying, coming through and saying, all right, we are strong enough in Aquarius to stand alone in our lives and to solve all of our problems and to figure things out and make sure we're ascending and going forward strongly into our next life, kind of thing, right? But what are the lessons that we came here to learn? What are the things that we wish to challenge ourselves with? And why maybe perhaps are they not being presented to us at this time, right? And this is definitely your heart wants to communicate a message to somebody. I would suggest that for some of you that have been working very hard and getting these pentacles, these earthly matters all sorted out, each and every day of your life while, you guys are going out, you are enjoying, you are taking care of yourself. These cards are almost saying it's like the heart and the spirit are crying out for you to pay more attention to them. You can only sort of neglect. I'm going to use that word, neglect the finer things for so long. The fact that you're here getting this reading is steps in the right directions as well for you, Aquarius. And some of you are very wise to take messages from astrology, from tarot reading. But at the end of the day, there comes a point where you need to get into a place of stillness and actually listen to your higher self, listen to your guides and your angels to say, well, where is life's purpose headed? What is it that we're here to learn and attain in these sorts of situations, okay? So we got another 5 here. So this is terms of like, once you feel like you've capstone, when you can't expand or grow anymore on a physical plane, you need to recognize that there is infinite growth possible through spirit and through heart. And there is a message, some sort of communication, some sort of understanding that the heart wishes you to attain at this time, okay? All right, communication. Speaking of communication, come on, card. We're in the spot of communication. We've got Queen of Wands. Okay, so here's a helping hand. Someone might come into your environment to help facilitate a message that you're wishing to receive or to send out. Perhaps maybe you don't quite have it defined what you'd like to say to somebody, but then you're going to go to somebody else and express your situation and consult with them, and they're going to be able to give you some clear direction because they have either been there before or they have struggled with that same situation in the past and can offer you some wicked, awesome, friendly advice. Okay, Aquarius? We want to look at Queen of Wands externally as a person coming in. This would traditionally be someone with a lot of fire in their charts. So this could be like someone with a lot of Sagittarius, someone with a lot of Leo, or someone with a lot of Aries in their charts that sees things actually from almost a completely different perspective as you, and that a quick communication, like even you get along with these people well, but a quick communication was just like a simple word is like almost like a relief, a trigger word. It's like all you needed to hear, and then bang, it all becomes super clear for you, right? So listen to this person when they are there in your life for a reason, right? To help you out and to help you through these sort of things as well. With Queen of Wands in communication, I feel that some of you could be in a position where you are teaching others or where you are in a classroom type environment and you're needing to take in a lot of new information in regards to promoting yourself, promoting your career, or just more understanding so that you're, at the end of the day, you're better balancing out a lot of things that happen in the day-to-day life. A great energy, a great card to see here in terms of the communications. The Queen of Wands is a great communicator. So this is reflective of you as well, too. Like Aquarius, you guys are like one of the better signs at communicating, needing to be told, needing to tell, needing to hear, that sort of thing. So the Queen of Wands is saying maybe we're going to be attracted to people that are similar and like-minded in these communication circles to promote the happiness and well-being of all. Okay? And some of you with this lovers and this communication issue, maybe this, if you are involved with the fire sign here, maybe really all we got to do is change our environment up a little bit, go on a long Sunday drive or get out of our routines, and that would really just open that communication up tenfold or exponentially, as it were. Okay, oh, we got the sun up. Yes, the sun is coming up in your guys' sixth area, pineal gland, third eye chakra. What a great energy to see here. The feeling I have is that somebody or some situation is worked its way into your subconscious that is really lightening the mood. It's really allowed you to get back into this feeling where you're feeling enlightened now. You're feeling like spirit can move forward. Because you guys have, I'm surprised already not to have seen the World card here, because the feeling so far in these cards and these majors that have come up in Strength, the Lovers, and the Sun is that certain culminations, certain like cycles of completion are occurring or have occurred for Aquarius, and now there's like new direction needed or wondering where to go next. So whatever it is that's coming through from the subconscious mind is wanting to tell you that everything's going to be all right. You don't have to get really too worried or bogged down in certain details of this overall energy. It's almost like this Eight of Pentacles could be a little bit too domineering, and that risk I gave you about being too narrowly focused could be true for a lot of Aquariuses that have turned in. The sun's just going to like turn on the Bob Marley and know that everything's going to be all right. And these projects that you're doing, and these things that you're doing to the fullest of your ability and with great strength, remember to really enjoy them and really give yourself that pat on the back if there are other people in your environment that just aren't seeing it or aren't doing it for you, sort of thing. What more can I say with the sun being in your pineal gland is that, other than that, some of you would be receiving like certain spiritual revelations coming up. And I'm not sure what goes on astrologically speaking. I'm not an astrologer. I'm a tarot reader. But this card in this position would suggest to me that something is going to happen. This is like a card of epiphany right now. And it doesn't have to be, it could be in the waking moments, but it could be in the dream state, or it could just be in the subconscious in a subtle message that comes through. So look out for that, both in your waking hours, and because it's not like it's going to be like right in front of your face. This is third eye energy right now. So the epiphany that's coming, you're going to have to look through or look into something in order to see what amazing message of growth, whatever it is that has for you. And look at this message of growth, right? We have it right here. That is coming forward for you guys. Excuse me. Oh, might need to take a drink of the old caffeine. Here we go. 5 of Wands energy up, coming in from crown chakra. All right. So this is kind of like the bittersweet, the bitter sour at the end of it all, right? The feeling is that you guys are definitely going to be in a place where you're going to have to get yourself into a position where you're knowing good advice from bad advice. That's what I've got there. It's like it's continuing on. To see this 5 of Wands come down in a crown chakra, it's like immediately like the universe is going to test you. Source is going to test you. And I have a feeling it's coming in this solar plexus and this heart chakra area, right? We've got awesome cards up everywhere except in these two. And Source is always like kind of refining us like a diamond. It keeps throwing us back into the furnace so that we can learn our lessons, so that we can grow, so that we can expand and become an even better version of ourselves, which I know is amazingly important for you, Aquarius. You do want to shine like a diamond and keep that energy going. So 5 of Wands coming in, crown chakra energy. The test could be coming back to, look at these 5s, 5, 5, 5. We're wanting growth, we're needing growth, we're wanting to expand, we're looking for expansion. And the test is going to come in the form of other people maybe coming in and luring you away from what's important, or maybe seeing what you have and kind of wanting a piece of the pie without even being invited to the party. And you're going to have to be able to recognize these people that come in, right? The other test for some that it could be is that you may realize that your pocketbook is not as thick as you would like it to be, but yet you have so many things that you want to be doing, that you want to go out and doing, and we're prioritizing again. We're attaining this focus so that it's hard to let go of certain projects that at one time we were interested in that no longer really turn our crank anymore, so that you can reinvest in self, sort of thing. So wands always speak to spirit, our passions, what we're doing, and it shows that there could be some tests in regards to conflict, competition, or things pulling us away from that situation, right? See this lady in 7 of Wands here? Look at her. Look at how there she is. She appears right there again in 5 of Wands. So she's the one that's coming out on top. And in order to do this, just don't forget that you guys do have the power in your hands. You're just going to have to be very discerning of the people around you and where you're allocating your resources and of your own personal growth, okay? Kind of an interesting reading for you guys, Aquarius. It didn't really nail anything specific down for you guys. The main capstones were there's some communication in regards to relationships. Very strong, very passionate months for you guys, moving forward with a lot of strength and a lot of good energy in this sun. You guys are almost like you're divinely protected, right? But now the universe is going to be like, well, what's Aquarius going to do with all that they have done and all that the universe has co-created with you, right? What are you going to do with it all now, so to speak, right? Okay, we're just going to ask Enchanted Map Oracle deck for one card for a capstone for Aquarius. We want one card. Oh, there. Normally, sometimes I flop, and sometimes I'm just left with that one in my hand that feels amazing. Look at this, card number 15, and this card is called One Ring Circus. So this is kind of counter to normally you hear the term three-ring circus, which is kind of like the traditional like horse and pony show, like what's going on. Sorry, Aquarius, that was the brother that is coming to hook up my Wi-Fi. I've changed sanctuaries. I hope these videos get out on time. The dude's on his way right now to hook up the Wi-Fi so I can upload this stuff. But back to you guys. You got number 15, One Ring Circus. I'm going to take a deep breath, get back in touch with you guys after that little phone call. But I read the messages out of the guide for this book just so that it's make sure it's there. So here we go. We've got this person sitting on like this stone elephant statue that's on this like sort of rock that's out in the middle of the ocean. So it's the feeling I have from this card is like there's a little bit of isolation, but there's a little bit of like sort of expanding energy. But let's see what the guide says. Quote, "You are capable and competent," end quote. "Independence is key now as you step into your journey today. Others may not have the vision or resources that you need. Recognize that all the wisdom you've acquired along the way makes you particularly competent, capable of moving forward with assurance. Self-reliance is important. Another aspect to consider is creating and maintaining clear boundaries between you and another. Be discerning about your partnerships at this time. When you know who you are, you have a healthy sense of where you are, where you end, and where others begin. You're able to enter into the best kind of relationships and will attract people who mirror back your wholeness. Interdependent relationships are always mutually supportive, stimulating, and transformative. You can achieve anything at this time. And isn't that true? We've said we've got so much good energy. We've got strength. We've got sun. We've got the lovers. But we also have these fives that were up saying, all right, yeah, maybe your independence. We're going to have to watch about these energies pulling us away. We're going to have to stand firm, stand our ground. The risk of like this one wanting to be that way, but it's here. The challenge coming for you, Aquarius, is standing your ground, being independent, and again, realizing where you end and others begin, right? And we can kind of see that through clear boundaries being set in terms of a red seal letter, a message. And in this tree, right? Where does the tree end and where do the birds begin, right? Sometimes we can't really see that, so we have to be very mindful of that. So in that strength is coming in the form of independence. Great work, Aquarius. It's always a pleasure to read for you guys. I love you lots, and we'll see you next time.